Hi, I'm Henry, 81 years old, young, whatever, right? All numbers. We all know about numbers. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to tell you that I've been everywhere, man. Yeah. What happened was some strange events happened in my life that I feel are important enough to share with you. So that maybe, well, let's back up one step and say one thing, okay? There's only one source of energy. We're all energy. Everything's in motion. So things are changing constantly, okay? So that being the case, we're really all brother and sister. Color, all this other stuff makes no difference, okay? As long as we're still bleeding red, we're good to go. That being the case, I want to share some experiences, but I want to do it in such a way that I want to tell you what it was like as a kid growing up in the great US of A. The great US of A. Fantastic, fantastic. Now it's rubbling. We got a bunch of bums trying to run the country. They're not trying to run the country, they're trying to run the world. Who the hell do they think they are? I'll tell you what, there's enough of us out there that don't rile us up. You won't like the outcome. That's what I'm going to tell you. You will not like the outcome. And I guarantee you, you're not going to like us at all. And we don't like you when we're watching what you're doing very closely. And we don't like what you're doing. So your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. Keep that in the back of your mind. So now then, you can get mad as hell at me. I don't care. I don't care. At 81, what do you think I care about? What do you think an 81-year-old man should care about? Huh? Having kids? Oh, that's hilarious, isn't it, huh? So all little sweetie pies, I'm sorry, honey. Not going to do it. Already done it. Ain't no fun. Played the game. Got a t-shirt and a hat. Burned both of them. So, but I did produce a couple of them that were pretty good. I mean, I instilled in them the need to return some of what they've learned. Even if you had to learn it the hard way, you're still here. So the reason that we're here is to help one another. This is all about humanity's last stand, right? You've heard all kinds of stories about Custer's last stand and the last stand down in Texas at the Alamo. Well, listen, this is humanity's last stand. Most people don't get a clue. They're too busy. I don't know what the hell they're doing. I have no idea. Don't really care. The important thing is that I might be able to help you take a less steps. Fewer steps. We're all going the same place. We're all part of the energy. Where else can it go? The energy is the energy. So that being the case, we need to be a little more kind to one another up front. Stop passing judgment. Forget about the color of the skin and all this other crap. Don't you understand? That's the other side. You know, there's them and us. I don't want to call them bad guys because they're still, they're part of the creation. They're just very misled. That's an understatement if there ever was one. They're going to trade a handful of marbles for a life of bullshit. You're going to give up your soul? You fool, you fool. Oh my God. I have to laugh. I have to laugh. Yeah, well, rode hard. Broke my neck, crushed up legs, broken bones, ribs and shoulders. I've done all kinds of stuff like that. But the bottom line was I've been an adventurous and still am because I want to know the answer. And now I have more answers than most ever did in 3 lifetimes. And I can tell you what, I even know who I was in my last lifetime. And it wasn't my idea to tell me that. It wasn't some psychic or some other bullshit. But I'll tell you how it came about. I was driving down the road. Yeah. decided I wanted to go fishing. I was in Texas and I wanted to go fishing, but the darned old weather came up. And I've been on the ocean before. I've been dismasted. I know all about playing on the water. Like the water very much. But I don't like it when the ocean gets angry. It can really get angry. And I thought, no, I'm not going to. No. So I went back to my travel trailer, which I had in a little state park, and enjoying the scenery and, kicking back. And I started sharpening my knives. Something to do. I'd found a knife sharpener at a flea market or something, and I was sharpening the knives and kind of waiting for the weather to see what it was going to do. And pretty soon, I heard this voice that said, "You got to go to Aztec." And I thought, well, maybe somebody's talking to somebody. I'm hearing something here. I don't know. And I thought, well, maybe it's on the radio. And I thought, well, there's nobody. I mean, this is like 10 o'clock in the morning, and the people are either gone or sleeping or something. But I guess I was the only guy up and around. And I couldn't go out because it was kind of drizzly, rainy, one of those funky days, And anyhow, then I thought, well, whatever. And then I heard it again. So you got to go to Aztec. And so I thought, I don't know what's going on here. So I kept sharpening my knives. Pretty soon it said it again. Well, after it said it about 4 times, I said, okay, apparently you're trying to converse with me. So I'm going to get out to Rand McNally and find out just where this Aztec is. So I did exactly that. And as I was looking at the map, it said, you got to go to Aztec. Okay, I'm looking at a map. Give me a break, okay? I can only go so fast, right? So just chill out. Let me take a look. Well, as it turned out, my El Camino, my baby, I'd change engines in her, and she'll go any place you want to go, and at any speed you want to do it, right? And I can pull this little travel trailer at 90 miles an hour if I wanted to. So I thought, well, I got nothing else to do. Why don't I follow this voice and see what's going on here? Well, a long story short, I'm going to tell you the whole story, but not right now. I'm just going to tell you this, that was what they call the universe, right? That's the universe. That some hierarchy in the universe is communicating with me, telling me that I got to go to Aztec. And why do I have to go there? Because he wants to prove to me that reincarnation exists by showing me who I was in my last life and verifying it with 2 other people. So 3 people, one from Venezuela, one from California, and myself, all rendezvoused in New Mexico. Unbeknownst to everything. No plan, didn't know, how the hell would I know that? It's a long story, but we'll get there. So my point is, I want to share some of these experiences with you. The most important experience, it's got to be good or I'm not going to share it, okay? There's enough nonsense going on out there. Nobody needs to know how you crashed a motorcycle because some woman ran a stoplight or whatever. Who the hell? What was she doing that morning? Who knows? Apparently she had 5 kids and she didn't have any money and she was trying to get someplace in a hurry. She ran the light and broadsided. That's all. That's what really happened. There's a reason it happened. There are no quinkydinks. But why? Well, because I was going a million miles an hour. I probably would have killed myself quicker and moo. But I survived that. A lot of pain, but I survived it. And on I went, okay? I wanted to know. So I turned over every rock looking for answers. I want to know. And I can tell you about, I don't know, a half a dozen lifetimes I've had that I know. I know. No doubt about it. Just like I know who I was. Buckskin Charlie, Southern Ute, chief of the Southern Ute tribe. I think I checked out in 38 and came back in 41. Yeah, how about that? That's before World War II. So now you got an idea of where I've been and what's going on here. So I want to share that. That's where it is. That's what it's all about. And I'm going to do it as painlessly as possible. But I want you to know things that most people haven't even come to realization, because the average age of the people in the United States right now of a male is 35.6 years old, okay? So how much more can you learn? Can you stay alive that long? Don't know. A lot of people die suddenly. You already know what that's all about. And I don't want to hark on that either, because I think you're smart enough to realize that that's all bull. You know, all they wanted was money and control. They're trying to control. They want to thin out the population so they can control it easier. These are all simple things to figure out. So we don't have to go there. I'm going to assume that you've already figured that out. But if you have a question, I'll be happy to answer to the best of my ability. There's no doubt about it. I'll help you any way I can. In fact, I live in Panama, and I got some land out here, and you're more than welcome. And I got some apartments here. You're more than welcome. We can talk about that too. So there's lots of things we can do if you're really interested. If you want to survive and grow your own food and raise your chickens, I even got a chicken coop built by a friend of mine. Or you want cattle. We got enough room for your horses too. I lived in New Mexico for a long time. Oh, I know about horses. So anyway, you're more than welcome, and we will communicate. The best of my ability, we will communicate, okay? So that's what this is all about. It's about communication and sharing. That's what I'm doing. Take care of yourself. Source be with you.